race on the edge of night. JP at the throttle grinning tight. King with the Pepsi, fuel for the soul. Gas station dreams, we're out of control. QT light shine, party never ends. Scratch that lotto card, cash to spend. We're the realest dudes online, no regret. Wi-Fi legends you won't forget. Kicking up dust on a midnight ride. Talking big ideas, never gotta hide. Cans in our hands, crown on his head. Laughing through the chaos, full steam ahead. QT light shine, party never ends. Scratch that lotto card, cash to spend. We're the realest dudes online, no regret. Wi-Fi legends you won't forget. Yeah, popping bottles at Pump 4, calling the crew. Flat tires, no worries, we got something to do. Dollars in the jar, big wins to get. Life tastes better with the Pepsi sip. QT light shine, party never ends. Scratch that lotto card, cash to spend. We're the realest dudes online, no regret. Wi-Fi legends you won't forget. Wi-Fi legends you won't forget. Give her some right. You won't forget. You won't forget it. You won't forget.
Welcome to the #1 live podcast in Phoenix, Arizona. It is King ShortBus Live, where we stream from a really short bus at a QT possibly close to you. The crew is all here. Matt's running the controls and pushing the right buttons. You got me, JP, and the one you're all here to see, the one who keeps keeping reality real. It's King Hillbilly.
Yeah!
Fuck, I stumbled like hell on that.
That's all right, JP.
It happens.
I love your intro, man, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
I should have practiced more.
No, it's all right, JP. You did good. What is this, episode 13?
12.
12. Shit.
Episode 12.
I thought 12 was last week. You sure?
Yeah, no, last week was 11. I keep track.
Oh, because remember last week you were like, we got a dozen, don't we? Or is that because we were talking about
We talked about it Friday.
Okay, fair enough.
Cause
Anyways, we got David Bell here. Special guest David Bell this week. It's funny. This is the first time I'm meeting David. We have talked on TikTok. He got a couple autograph photos off me, but I left them under my doormat for him.
And your Topo Chico box.
Yeah. I had to keep them nice. You know, I put them in between the Topo Chico cardboard. But yeah, it's funny. You know, he's like, hey, I got a Cybertruck. You know, we can make some videos. And I was like, hey, I'm down. But, you know, I got a newborn, so I just kind of got lost. But I was thinking the other day, I was like, man, I need a guest for the podcast. And kind of just wanted to do somebody outside of our circle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was thinking, and then this guy popped in my head. So I scrolled through my DMs on TikTok, and I was like, "Yo, you want to be?" And he was down.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
here he is.
No, super excited. Yeah, just like I said, the first time I kind of saw your stuff, I was like, who is this guy? And then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it. Then my sister was like, hey, did you see this guy? I'm like, what the hell? You saw him too? And then my son showed me a video, and I'm like, what the hell? And then, like I was telling them, you know, he said, like, Daddy, I saw that guy across the street. I was at a birthday party. I'm like, no, you didn't. And he's like, yeah, he lives over there by Auntie Mandy's house. I'm like, okay. And then my wife had saw that, you know, the HOA was hassling you on the Facebook page over there. So.
Oh yeah.
But,
I won that battle.
yeah,
I won that battle.
I'm sure they're fun over there.
Oh, they can't stand me. But you know what? I fought. It's funny. I had the city inspector out there. I've had the police out there 3 different times. They can't get me on that. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, as long as it's registered.
It doesn't even have to be registered as long as it's parked in my driveway.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if it's parked on the street, then it's got to be registered, and that's through, the city of Peoria,
yeah.
right? But as far as the HOA, it's my property. None of the stuff has to be registered. It does have to be operable, which all my things are operable.
Yeah.
And my yellow RV here is an RV that I'm allowed to park behind my RV gate.
Exactly.
So, sorry about your luck.
Yeah.
Try again. It comes down to just a simple fact that, I learned when I was a kid, just mind your business.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like it.
Yeah.
You don't have to like me. But guess what? Mind your business, you know?
Good fences make good neighbors.
Yeah, right? Drive the other way.
Yeah.
Don't walk past my house. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you don't like it, turn your head.
That's
it.
it. It's just people being unhappy with themselves. And at the end of the day, I'm not mad at them.
Yeah.
I just feel bad. And when I told them, hey, when the haters like, hey, just come over and ride a scooter.
Yeah.
I'll put a smile on your face. I promise you. I'm not here to hurt nobody.
Well, go get some ice cream or something.
Right?
Yeah, that's what you need next is an ice cream truck.
There we go. There we go. I should get. Problem is, man, God, I would just lose so much money.
Hey, you got to get donations to run it.
I'm just saying, I would just eat it all.
Yeah.
I have a thing with ice cream. When I went sober in 08, I was going to the gym a lot, 6 days a week, 4 hours a day minimum. It was kind of keeping my mind off of things and keeping me busy, right? It was work, gym, and didn't have time to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I was eating healthy. I got shredded, got down to about 180 pounds right before I met my wife. But I still had an ice cream addiction. I was eating healthy as shit. But at the end of the day, I would sit there and eat like a half-gallon of ice cream. And then I was chugging water afterwards,
Yeah.
And then I would just yak up the ice cream because I knew it was terrible.
Yeah.
It might have been an eating disorder, who knows, but whatever. I really enjoy my ice cream at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
There you go.
as far as getting the ice cream truck, not going to happen. I just, like I said, I'd eat the whole fucking truck,
Yeah.
man. I got no turn off when it comes to like, hey, you've had enough,
Yeah.
right? Like, if I buy a pack of 6 Klondike bars, I'm eating 6,
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
They're mine. So.
Like if I buy a dozen donuts at Bash's on a Sunday morning and fucking half of them are gone before lunch.
Yeah.
And then the other 6 probably won't even make it till Monday evening.
Well, of course. What else are you going to do with them? They're for eating.
I know, but my fat ass doesn't need to eat 12 fucking cherry fritters in,
Well,
less than 48 hours.
You don't need to, but do you want to?
Yeah, I did.
Well, there you go.
And a gallon of
that's
chocolate
all-
milk to go with.
And that's all that matters. Who gives a shit?
Right, yeah.
Do what you want. Life is short.
Right?
This could be our last day on Earth.
That's
Hey,
true.
Hey, man, you only live once, right?
That's it.
Right?
Do your best the first time around because you might not get a second crack at it. And you never know. There could be a afterlife and a second. We could already been doing this before, But
Supposedly,
Allegedly.
this is the third Earth age.
oh god, we're gonna go down the rabbit hole with this shit.
Hey, when I told you
That's
about
biblical in the Bible.
what I went through, I saw some crazy stuff that I can't explain. So
Yeah.
it's a little crazy.
Oh, what you were talking to us
Yeah.
earlier?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the fans a little bit?
So in 21,
Can you hand me my Pepsi, JP?
August of 21, I ended up getting COVID and went into the hospital. And about 4, 5, 6 days after I went into the hospital, I thought I was going to go home and started feeling worse. And then, they basically told me, hey, you're going to have to get chest tubes put in. And, went into surgery, then was in a coma for, I think, 74 days on a ventilator and coded twice and had to be resuscitated. So during that time, I don't know when it was or what it was. I, was in basically a room where people were being reborn as something else. I don't know if it was real, if I was hallucinating or what. When I saw people praying for me, that was when I thought I was dead. So.
Well, were the people praying for you real?
They were people I knew, like my best friend Adam. It was his niece and nephew, which was weird because.
But they weren't really there.
Yeah.
You saw it though.
Yeah.
But physically they weren't there.
No.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. It was crazy. So.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So I I don't know how to explain any of that.
No,
but,
I got you. Well,
I
glad
guess-
you're still here.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fucking thing right there.
What if we liked it the other way there, Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
It didn't sound good that way. I was trying everything I could to make it sound good on the board, and it was just bringing in the AC.
Just because you're the fucking executive producer, you just get to get in people's
Yeah.
bubbles?
You're supposed to be pushing the right buttons.
Oh, my God.
Are those the right buttons?
I think you
I don't
brushed
know.
my leg there.
Yeah.
My bad.
You got really
Jesus,
close.
now we got to call HR. Fuck
Yeah,
me.
you got really close to his privates.
We got a complaint. But no, yeah, I don't know how to explain any of that. But again, it's kind of one of the things that drew me to you. Like like I was telling you, like when I first saw you, I was like, who is this guy? And then just kind of watching. And I'm like, it's a good dude.
That's
He's
it.
living life like we all should.
How
And,
I want
yeah,
to.
and who
Living
gives a
my
shit what
dream.
people think?
Absolutely.
So before I got sick, I used to worry about all that, right?
Yeah.
And now I just don't care. I live, for my family, my kids. Like, we do a ton of charity stuff, and that's what I live for. So
You found the freedom, which it's hard to do, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that I have found it at a young age. That freedom of not giving a shit what people think.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people spend their whole life really caring about what people think, trying to keep up with the Joneses, getting into a ton of debt to try to be the best that they can be, or they want to look great on paper, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But man, it feels really amazing to just not give a shit.
Yep.
And not in a bad way.
Yeah,
People
no.
are like, "Oh, you don't give a shit?" No, but
No.
not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
yeah, you just want to be happy.
Exactly. What's the worst that can happen? I
Yeah.
die. Okay, see you on the next adventure. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
It was a good fucking ride.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the freedom, man. I wish everybody could experience that, right? Because it's, man, that's some bumps right there.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And that little Civic.
That thing hits
Damn.
hard.
The back
love
of that
it.
car is full of speakers, probably.
I love it. So yeah, no, the freedom, like I said, is something I wish that everybody could have in their hearts and be able to, do it. Because there's just a lot of uptight people in the world,
No, yeah.
And I feel bad for them, at the end of the day.
Well, yeah, because that they're living life, and they either hate themselves or hate their life, or I don't know what it is. But if everybody would focus on being friendly with everybody and helping each other, and just like in business, like I have a lot of guys that I'm friends with that are in the same line of work that I am, and it's like if everybody worked together, like it would be a great thing. But everybody's always worried about like, oh, I'm not talking to that guy. I'm not talking to that guy.
I just think that common sense isn't taught anymore around the household.
Yep.
Because a lot of the parents have decided to say, fuck it. It is the teacher's job to raise my child
Yeah.
and to teach them discipline and how to live and make it through this world.
Yep.
And I mean, unfortunately, I just think we're going to have to somehow eliminate that style of thinking.
Yeah.
Of just ignoring that, and actually parents taking control and being like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Jimmy, why the fuck are you just
Yeah.
pouring that on the counter? What the fuck? Like,
Well, it's like you got.
I think we need to be able to slap the kids around again,
I
Most
think they should
definitely.
let teachers hit the kids again.
Yes.
Hell yeah, there should
Alright.
definitely
Yes.
there should definitely be a little bit more discipline, and
Yeah.
like children shouldn't really have that many rights. Like,
No.
okay, so you can't beat them that hard. You have
Yeah.
to feed them. You got to give them a roof. You got to give them a soft bed to sleep on.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why they came up with the rule of thumb. You got to use a
Yeah, but that was to beat women though.
well, kids, women.
fucked up.
I don't know. It's about
That's
the, it's
fucked up.
about the same.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking terrible. I love it. I love it.
Can't be beaten.
But all I can say is, like, I got this shit kicked out of me a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I fucking deserved it.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly deserved it.
And we need to bring back bullies because bullies keep the furries away.
But how much bullying is okay? Sometimes that shit goes really fucking far.
Yeah.
I was
I don't-
bullied a lot when I was a kid and picked on.
Absolutely, me too.
But it made me who I am. At the time, I absolutely hated it. I would go home from school crying and hang out in my room by myself, but it made me better, and it kept me from being weak.
Well, that's when
You
I
got
learned
a
how to
point.
fight playing hockey. And I just learned how to fight in the street.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, I think there's kind of a fine line, I guess, with that, you know, making sure that you're not going too far. But,
Right.
you know, like you see these kids that, you know, there was a school in Surprise where those 5th graders were plotting to kill a little boy.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's
Like
crazy shit.
Like,
Yeah, what
I
the
don't even know how you would think of that.
How do you get
Television.
that fucking idea, man?
television. It's all
Right.
television.
Yeah.
Television.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the bullshit that is available on all of those streaming networks
Yeah.
or direct TV, whatever bullshit you got going on, whether it's CBS or
Yeah.
Remember
whatever
how
those
hard it
streaming-
was when we were kids to see that violent stuff? You would have to unlock the things, the special box. It was on 3 channels.
Yeah.
Much stuff.
Now they can just go online and type in whatever they want. They
Right,
can watch
yeah.
someone's head get caved in.
Well,
No,
I mean,
it was really hard to even see like boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like you couldn't
Oh,
access
yeah.
it. Now you can just access it. Google Images. It's all over. You
Yeah.
see whatever you want to see. You know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you see it scrolling across on TikTok. It pops up.
Oh,
and
it's
like,
wild.
you're
Yep.
like, what the hell is this?
Facebook
Right, yeah.
ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls just spread it. You go on the
Yeah.
Facebook ads. You're
Yeah.
like on Marketplace. And
Yeah.
You're just like, bro, I'm trying to buy a scooter.
Yeah.
Man, we could only get that from
buy a
Sports Illustrated swimsuit or the Sears catalog, and
I
now
know,
it's
yeah.
everywhere.
No.
Otherwise, it was 15 minutes of DSL, fucking just waiting for that shit to
Right.
download. Come on,
And then it's a virus.
son of
Yeah.
a yeah.
AOL.
Or
Then
the
your
phone
pa-
rings, and you're like,
Yeah.
God damn it, who's calling
And
now?
your parents are fucking screaming at you because you put a fucking virus in the family computer.
Right, yeah, just because you wanted to tug your horn.
Oh my god. I fucking love it. Hey, but before I forget, what the fuck is the announcement?
Yeah, Matt's got an announcement.
Matt's got an announcement.
So for the Second Amendment ride out that we are doing tomorrow, the open carry Second Amendment ride out, we got some really awesome things in the drawing. It is a free drawing, not a raffle. Everybody that shows up gets a ticket. Everybody that gets to the end gets put into the drawing. We have 3 $20 gift cards to Tombstone Tactical, a couple of 30-round PMags, and we have a single-shot 12-gauge shotgun in the drawing.
Whoa.
Woohoo.
Heck yeah.
Pretty
pretty awesome.
legit.
Let's go dove
What
hunting.
is it a new shotgun?
It is an older single-shot brake shotgun. I
Oh,
don't know the make and model.
Gotcha.
It is Chris that is donating that to the drawing. Chris Miles.
Chris Miles is
So it
donating
could be
That's
new
cool.
to you.
That's cool.
Definitely new to whoever who gets it in the drawing.
That's pretty legit.
Hell yeah.
Way cool. That should be a fun ride.
Yeah, this is the first annual. We want to do one every year. So this is trying to start it
Absolutely.
off really cool with a lot of good prizes.
Can we I feel like we should do maybe twice a year so I could go.
Yeah.
Someone knocked the camera down.
Where?
In the corner.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh shit.
Hold on a second.
All right, technical
All right,
difficulties.
He's doing his thing.
Broke it.
But yeah, no, I'd love to go do this one of these rides if it wasn't in July.
Bust out your tiny screwdriver.
So let me know when we got a Second Amendment ride out that's not in July.
Where's it going to be at?
Should be in December.
December would be perfect.
Right.
It's almost like we got beautiful weather here during the fall and the winter.
Because
Let's take advantage of it.
because I'm not a huge fan of country music, and I haven't been since like the early 90s. But knowing going into 4th of July being on a Friday, this is a Cowboys Christmas party.
Yeah.
Because like they can hit like 7 different fucking rodeos in like the next 4 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So that's always been a big deal, you know. So I mean,
Dude,
because
that's legit.
6 months away. So yeah, it would make it sense. to-
Honestly, that totally makes sense. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that the Independence Day and the Second Amendment ride out. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to do, you know, Independence Day, while they're trying to take more stuff away and pulling things out of the big, beautiful bill that they were supposed to leave in that we were promised and we're getting ripped off out of. So anyways, we're just going to show our independence anyways.
I love it.
There you go.
Someone said nice pizza box. Yeah, no, we just ate before the podcast.
Yeah.
Thomas, you want some pizza?
Greg's World wanted to talk about the weather.
Oh,
yeah, it's going to be humid. Thanks for bringing it in. It's all your fault.
Hey, it's amazing right now, though.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out.
Yeah, it's not bad, but
Hey,
tomorrow it's going to
Because
suck.
it's currently raining, but yes, tomorrow's going to be 100 with 90% humidity.
Yeah, it's going to be awful.
So that's going to be terrible. But
The rain helps cool the vehicle, helps cool the condensers.
I'm going to tell you guys straight up, though. I stocked up on Pepsi. I don't have to go to the gas station to fill my Pepsi anymore, so it's optional now.
Right.
So now when it's too hot, I don't gotta put on all the ice gear and still go sweat, right? To go fill my shit. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not fountain Pepsi. I still love my fountain Pepsi, but if I could put off getting my first Pepsi of the day until like 3 a.m., then it might be like a cool 97 out.
There you go.
I just don't know why you haven't bought your own fountain set up yet.
I'm
I was just
looking.
gonna say that.
I'm looking. My issue is I want one with the built-in ice maker because I want the cool nugget ice. 2, it has to be a Pepsi machine. Every single fountain machine for sale is Coke machine.
Yeah.
You can't just buy a Pepsi sign and change it?
I mean, I guess I could, JP, but that's just besides the point. Who wants to do all that? I'm just trying to get the Pepsi machine with the built-in ice maker. Let me know who has one. I'll get it.
All right, I'll start looking. I mean,
Yep.
you got to start looking for those closed down, those restaurants that are closing down.
I know, man. I really need one because I could set it up in the man cave because right in the corner of that man cave where my lockers are, right on the other side is the hose bib. So all we got to do is drill a fucking hole in the wall. We got the water supply right fucking there.
Right?
Boom, boom. Got the CO2 tank. Making the ice, mixing the soda.
Right? And I'll buy my own fucking box of Dr. Pepper syrup.
I love it. And then, I could sit there and, tune it to exactly how I want,
Yeah, you
Syrup,
can have perfect
carbonation.
Pepsi every time.
Perfect Pepsi every time, because that's the thing, you go...
Your perfect Pepsi.
Yeah, exactly. Every gas station, the Pepsi tastes different
Yeah.
because
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
got a different dial,
Mhm.
But it would be tuned for my liking, so it would just...
You need to get a good
Oh,
water filter
God.
for it, too, so the water stays consistent.
Most of them come in with those built-in water filters, though.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you need a filter for?
It's all this shit in the water.
The chlorine, the fluoride, the chloride, all that nasty
get
crap.
Phosphates.
I grew up with this Phoenix tap water. This is how I'm
It's,
still alive.
It's
The old
the
hose
same
water.
as it is here or QT. Or
People are like, how are you still
Circle
alive?
K.
I grew up on Phoenix hose water. This is why I'm still alive.
Yeah, we grew up when we didn't have technology like you little sorry
Yeah.
cyber pricks.
We
Yeah,
grew up
yeah,
running
that-
into
that
anybody's
dirtbag.
front yard during the summer to get water, and no one would say anything.
And we drank out of hoses and
Yep.
didn't wear helmets.
Yep.
Didn't cry about everything.
Yeah.
That and it wasn't as fucking hot. It wasn't as hot when I
Maybe
was a kid. It
Might
just
not have
wasn't.
noticed.
We just were
I mean,
more
we
efficient.
complained about it, but like it physically, like it legitimately wasn't as hot as much. Like you didn't have as many days in the 100 and
20.
teens
110.
and 10, 20s and
It was hot, but it started later and ended earlier. Now, I mean, god damn, man. I feel like we're starting these triple digits in March now.
Mhm.
It's getting insane. We'd be in March and be in the 90s, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh man, it's nice outside. Go fuck yourself."
Exactly. Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry, you know what I mean? Like, if your house was 90 degrees, don't invite me over. So don't tell me 90's nice outside. It's just not, right? We don't have airflow here. I
Yeah,
don't know
no.
if you know, but we're
Yeah.
surrounded by mountains.
Yeah.
We're in a valley, so it's not like, oh, it's fresh air, it's blowing it. No, we have no airflow, so
When the air does blow in, it's dirty and filthy.
yeah, don't piss on my back and tell me it's fucking raining.
90 degrees outside is the same as 90 degrees inside a house.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it.
So, have you seen the advertisements for the new Golden Bachelor?
No.
They got some old dude in his 60s who's all, like being straight up and like, yeah, I don't want any bitches that are over 60. I don't want any fake built-in parts.
No way.
Like
Really?
that's his straight up like in his beginning interview.
Well, it's like a TV show, The Bachelor, but the Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, so it's for old
Wow.
people because they were tired of watching the kids. Like, because it doesn't make sense if you're like 25 and like all, like got it all figured out and you got a bunch of money and you're
Yeah.
still looking to get,
Yeah.
married. Like
Yeah.
it seems kind of dumb. Like,
It's a little fishy.
how
Right.
fucked up are you? Like,
Yeah,
I
you
fell
should
out
have
of the
been
back
out-
of a truck at 23 and I'm fucked in the head and I know that. But you
Yeah.
didn't see me on TV like, I need to get laid. Like,
Yeah, no, you should have been able to find somebody, right?
Right,
So,
yeah. Apparently this guy's met people and already been married and whatnot, but yeah, so he's already made his point, like, I'm not messing around with no fake boobs,
I
no
love
fake lips, none of this bullshit. I'm just looking for a real chick. And he's 66 years old, but
Yeah.
he's looking for somebody like in the 40s.
So if he
So-
wants 40s, no fake parts, but he wants her to look
Right.
great and put up with his old wrinkly skin.
What's really funny is a couple of days ago I ran into one of my ex-girlfriends who, when we were together, she had a big old fake rack. But she was tiny and skinny, so like she just had B's allegedly, but they look like double D's
Okay.
on her. But she had to have them removed because allegedly every 10 years they have to be replaced.
Really?
But like she was having medical problems, so
Wow.
she's back to her normal size. And the father of 2 of her kids left her because of the tits are now gone and she can't get them back.
Where
So
did
it's
they
like-
go?
Well, she just had to have the the implants removed.
They like repoed him or something?
Yeah.
No, she just like
They went
I
bad.
know.
yeah, they just.
I'm just saying,
whatever.
do you get to keep them?
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't ask.
Like
But-
stuff them in a mannequin, hang them on your wall or something?
They let Jason Hayes keep his teeth that he got extracted the other day, all 4 of them.
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I have all my wisdom teeth that they pulled out too, but
Huh.
because I mean,
You should make a necklace.
I was in
out
my
of 'em.
30s and I was hoping the tooth fairy still came, but
It didn't
not
work?
the fucking case. No.
Did you put them under your pillow for real?
Yeah, they're still under my pillow.
Oh,
I put them
love
under
it.
there every night. I'm still waiting for the tooth fairy to come. Pay
Yeah, Dan, come
me.
bring me,
Worthless bitch.
come bring me my $1.75.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you think with inflation and interest, I mean,
Maybe you get 5 bones.
Yeah.
I was hoping more like 15.
God. Woo!
I mean, come on, man.
I started. It's funny.
You can make a career out of working in fucking In-N-Out, man. Like,
My wife was doing 5s for the tooth fairy. One time I didn't have change, so I did a 20.
Oh
Oof.
yeah, you messed up.
Oh yeah, because then that became the standard.
Yeah.
I can't wait for all these teeth to be fucking gone. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I'm telling you what though, I'm not doing that with Cooper's ass. He's gonna get like 2 quarters, man.
Yeah.
50 cents, man. Good luck,
if they're
Coop.
still around, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck,
at the
Coop.
rate we're going,
You're gonna be sending them Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, yeah.
they won't even know what real coins
Yeah,
are.
I'll send him 1/8,000th of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get those pretty easy.
Get some Ethereum
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
Send them 2 XRP.
or those what do they call them? The shit coins.
Yeah.
Right.
Some
They
Shiba.
got so many fun coins. They literally like, have you scrolled through like a crypto.com
Oh,
app
yeah.
and like read
There's
the
thousands
names
them,
of?
Yeah.
It's so fun. I love it.
I can't remember what it's called, but it looks like a dog taking a shit. That's my favorite one.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
the image is just funny. It's perfect.
Did you buy any?
No,
You should.
I just
At least like $20 worth or something. Might
Right.
as well, you know.
yeah. I don't know.
What's it gonna hurt?
I don't know.
Someday
Probably
your
nothing.
20's gonna be worth nothing. Sounds like America.
Yeah, sounds,
It's either going to be
Sounds
worth
like a
something
scratcher
or
ticket.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like the same shit we've been dealing with our whole life.
Yeah.
So
scratch your ticket. Scratch your ticket.
yeah, hey, that 20 could be worth 2.5 milli
Right. Yeah.
if you buy the cash explosion ticket.
I've been
Hit one of the 8 top prizes.
I haven't had good luck with those. I've been having really good luck with the crosswords, the $30 crossword one, the one that you won
I
on.
love that $30 crossword.
Like I have in like the last 14, 15 days,
Yeah.
I have been able to go to a Fry's or a QT, get one and only one.
Yeah.
First one, just one, scratch it off, bam, it's a winner.
It's always a winner, huh?
Cash it out and move on. go to the next place, and I can hit 3 of them in a row, and then I lose.
You
And
lose
this
on
has
the
been going
4th or the 3rd?
On the 4th. Losing on the 4th. And this has been going on for
Hey,
14 fucking days,
listen.
15 days.
Ride that out. Don't stop.
Oh, I'm not.
The universe is doing something big. It's coming. I promise you.
Trust
I've
me.
been down this road. You play big. Every penny you got, throw it at it.
Right.
I promise you.
And I'm supposed to be getting my my spring bonus.
Yep, take that bonus, man, and just all scratchers with it.
Hell yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Dude,
I was just
fucking
gonna
might
drive
as
around.
well.
Just gonna keep going.
Yeah, what's the
what I'm
worst
hoping
that's gonna
for.
happen? You're gonna spend your money. You're gonna spend it anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was probably gonna gamble a little
Yeah,
bit.
you might as well try to win $1 million.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how much of the news you watch, but Sky
don't.
News has been fucking making fun of us in
What's
Australia.
Sky News?
It's the Australian news.
That sounds like fake news to me.
That's from Australia, So
Okay, fair enough.
they talk about kangaroos and shit. So it is somewhat fake, I guess.
I mean, they should make fun of us. We're badass, man. America's cool.
Well, it's mainly the government and the dumb shit that gets happening with the with the government, what they say they do and the way they act.
Okay.
So I mean, they're egging themselves on. So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
kind of funny. I just thought I'd bring that up.
What did they say? Do you have a quote?
What is there? What would they not say?
Oh,
is
yeah,
really what
true.
it is, because
This
it's
is true.
everything.
Absolutely.
Everything. Like right now, I mean, they're talking about Trump trying to deport Elon Musk for some
Is he?
for their bullshit
Wait a second,
tiny dick fucking fight that they have going on.
Last time I heard, Elon was working for the thing. Wasn't he
Right,
in charge
right.
or
They had a
something?
falling out.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
when
Jesus.
he had to leave by law because he could only be there for like 120 days.
I thought they were shutting down the IRS.
Well, yeah, they were working on it and doing
Oh,
all that. So
Jesus
there's a lot of
Christ.
whole bullshit in between.
Okay.
But there's some sort of bullshit falling out that they had where, like, I don't know, it's a pissing match that somebody's going to lose one way or the other. So,
Basically, who was the biggest billionaire or something?
or who is the smartest billionaire?
Oh my
I have
God.
no idea. It's
Oh,
very
I
dumb.
love it.
I don't know if I'd want to fight either one of them.
No.
Financially,
No.
neither. I mean,
No.
Yeah.
and physically, it kind of, honestly, it'd be like you were fighting it, like you were just beating up your grandma.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, neither one of them could fucking
Yeah.
fight to save their lives.
No, they couldn't fight their
I
way out of a
mean,
wet
yeah.
paper bag.
Like, I've seen Trump swing a golf club,
Yeah.
swing a golf club, and he looks like he's struggling.
Yeah.
So I know he has no physical, like,
Yeah.
ability in his dance. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like,
Well, that's
he
the,
couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper sack.
That's the thing about money, man. You don't have to fight. You know what I mean?
No.
For
Right,
You
anything.
can
Exactly.
pay someone to do it
Oh,
for
you got
Right.
your security there. You ain't got to swing. You know, your security's doing all that for you. So.
Right, yeah, so it's pointless. But
Yep.
either way, I mean, everybody's just arguing about nothing and stupid shit. So
I love
mean,
it.
So if you say something stupid in the government, like AOC, she's been bitching and saying like, "Oh, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx." Yeah, bitch, you're from like 90 minutes outside of the Bronx in
Yeah.
upstate New York in some bougie fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, you're not going down there now.
Right.
No.
So yeah. So they're starting to catch all these lying ass Democrats and shit, and so it's just really funny how they're basically watch our news and watch the stupid shit that they say, and then they're just like, and America says they're that cool, So it's like, whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's kind
They're
of funny
trolling
too.
us in
Yeah.
Australia. Yeah, good for them.
Well,
like-
I mean, yeah. I mean, you put it out there. I mean, you're kind of getting it, So
Yeah.
especially if you're lying or being a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
I mean, because honestly, who wants to be in the government? You got to be a crooked
Yeah.
piece of shit because nobody wants to put up with all that
it's tough.
hatred and all that,
There's very
backstabbing and shit talking.
there's very few real politicians, and I feel like the ones that are real, once they get in long enough, they get turned pretty fast. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
to.
They're
Yeah.
the only
They have to, or else they're not going to be in politics.
Thomas
they're-
Massey and Rand Paul are the only two that haven't been corrupted.
But
Yeah.
how do you know, though?
Because they're the only two that consistently vote no on everything, and they stand out against everybody on both sides.
Okay.
Right?
Then Trump, Massey, Trump needed Massey to back him, and he did, and now Trump's going against Massey because Massey won't vote for this insanely crazy spending bill that Trump ran on not doing. You know what I mean? This is stuff that he said he wouldn't do, and he's doing it. And Massey's like, I won't vote for it.
Well, they all lie anyway. So
Yeah,
it
they
doesn't
all
really
lie.
matter.
Yeah, fuck politics. Waste of time.
Pretty much, because it's just like fucking like soap operas.
Yeah, no,
It's the same shit every day.
yeah, you can't fix it, nor there's nothing you can do about it. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
Until it turns into a Mad Max situation, I don't care.
It's
Exactly.
which character is crying this week.
that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. That's
And they're
it.
both working against us. Both sides. They eat at the same
Oh,
restaurants.
yeah.
They drink
Oh,
at the
yeah.
same bars.
Oh,
They're
no.
laughing behind closed doors.
They
And
fill
bang
in
the
their
same
pockets.
hookers.
Yeah, fuck.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah,
do.
And
Absolutely.
they buy their blow from the same guy.
Oh, did you hear Lindsey
Probably.
Graham supposedly got busted paying for male prostitutes?
Who's Lindsey Graham?
Yeah.
Senator, congressman, something.
Oh, that's so
I don't know. Well,
good for her though.
speaking of prostitutes, Diddy.
It's a him.
It's a dude.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a little weird.
oh, good for him then. Whatever.
Yeah, he's a little
Is he
creepy.
the one that wears
Yeah.
dresses?
No, he's a Republican that licks his lips at the thought of every time someone brings up war. You can just see
Oh,
him like,
yeah.
oh, I can't wait for people to die. He gets excited.
Well, war's money.
Oh, exactly. And all his people are Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Boeing.
What are you
Oh,
talking
so-
about, Diddy? Did you say Diddy?
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention to any of that.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently
happened?
he's basically gonna walk pretty much free, like from all this bullshit.
well, yeah. What
all-
did you think was going to happen? He has
They
money.
charged him with 2 things today.
Right.
Yeah,
but,
two, but all the others got
and if-
dropped.
And with the maximum like sentence for both of those alleged crimes would be 20 years, but it's fucking P
Yeah.
Diddy, so they're probably not even gonna slap him on the wrist. He's
Yeah.
gonna do 60 day or like 160 hours
Probably
like
give him time
community
served, yeah.
service
Oh, he's going to have to do
with time
some.
served
some
and
program.
bullshit.
Yeah, he's got to go to some
Sign
resort.
100,000 pictures or
Yeah.
whatever.
He's got to go to a resort for 120 days and say he went through
Yeah,
treatment.
You know that he has sex.
Normally,
whatever.
no. Yeah,
I don't know.
he's going to
He's
have
gotta-
normal sex.
He's got to volunteer at the Johnson & Johnson baby oil factory.
Yeah, something. Yeah. So it's some bullshit. So
Yeah.
I mean, even with
Well,
all
that's-
that,
That's
horrible
America, man.
evidence.
I mean, look at OJ, man. He slaughtered those people.
Dude.
Yes, he did.
And he got off scot-free because he had enough money to. You know what I mean?
I don't-
And then,
but then
he
again-
wrote a book on how exactly he did it. That's so badass.
right? Well, I mean, but there's also enough evidence out there to show how fucking bad LAPD fucked up that whole
Oh, they
investigation.
fucked
Oh,
up
yeah.
the shit out of that.
Yeah, and all kinds of staged evidence and shit, like behind the
Yeah.
guest house in this like beat up area. There's so much dumb shit. It's so crazy.
Yeah, that was some crooked shit, man.
Just retarded. I just don't. I mean, like
Fucking OJ, living the dream.
fucking moron. Speaking of dumb shit, maybe you can help us out because you drive an electric vehicle. What in the Sam hell is it with everybody like stopping 2 to 3 cars back from the line at the lights?
I don't know.
Have you noticed this?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the
It's
self-driving,
ridiculous.
like on the
It's not
Cybertruck.
self-driving. Trust me, it ain't
So-
self-driving.
Yeah, no, it's
yeah, it's
regular
not the electric
vehicles.
vehicles,
They're
just
just
them.
weirdos.
It's everybody.
I
I mean, it
yeah.
could be the electrical vehicles too. I haven't really
Yeah.
noticed. I just noticed a lot of people do it, and it's just like, what?
Yeah,
in the
that's weird.
What's going on? Am I
Yeah.
missing it? Did I not get the memo? Is this not a new enough vehicle?
Yeah,
I don't know what they're
Like-
scared of.
Do I have hair on my back? Like, what is going on? Like,
yeah.
I just
So-
don't understand it either.
and like, I'm not the only one complaining about this. Like, this has been I've seen it on Facebook and TikTok. People complaining about it,
Mhm.
and apparently it's a Phoenix, Arizona situation only.
Really.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So we're just stopping 3 car lengths behind the red light. And
Yeah, behind the light there,
Sure.
1, 2, 3 car lengths, just
hey, people out there in internet land,
fucking help us.
can you help us and tell us why people are stopping 3 car lengths from the line at the red light? I
And-
would love to know.
And Douglas, your music isn't soothing anymore either.
Music isn't soothing. This best sounds like the... What?
Oh, the music in the background when it was on the countdown.
Did you say stiction? What? Doug, you can't even fucking spell, man.
Yeah.
You can't talk about the music when you can't spell, Doug. Fuck you. I can't even read your sentence, brah.
Something's definitely misspelled. But I'm not sad about it.
I love it.
And then last week when we had Colton on, we talked about sagging our pants a little bit.
Yeah.
Which took me back to I think it was the late '90s with Sir Mix-a-Lot and his song "Sag." So why do you sag? Sir Mix-a-Lot, he sags because he says, and I quote, "I ain't got kids, so I need my tools."
Is that what he said?
Yes. So I'm
That
curious,
doesn't make
why
any
do
sense.
you sag?
God. I don't know if there's a reason for it. Fuck, been doing it 22 years now. The pants got lower as I got older, you know. My belly's so big now that I don't think even pulling the pants up to the waist is an option because, you know, I got no butt, right? And then this big gut, right? So it just pushes down, right? Nothing to really hold it up.
So it'd have
Now-
to be over the belly like the old
Yeah,
guy.
it would have to be either over the belly or I'd have to be, even with a tight belt, they would still fall. But
Suspenders.
yeah, that's, you know, but I don't, all that stuff's just uncomfortable, right? And
Suspenders
so
are definitely uncomfortable, but overalls are way better.
I just really like to sag, and people are like, how can you be comfortable waddling around like a, I love it. I love waddling. I don't have it. I don't know if you know, but I don't have anywhere to be in any kind of hurry, right? Time really doesn't mean anything to me. And so the fact that I waddle and it takes me 40 minutes to get a soda at QT and get back home doesn't really affect me too much. I don't really care. And so, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just like, maybe it's my flag to let you know, like, I don't give a shit.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got my pants down to my knees because I don't give a fuck.
If I didn't spend 36 to 40 hours a week driving around in this valley trying to deal with everybody and their bullshit as I go pool to pool, I probably would feel the same way about, you know, not giving a fuck about if I'm waddling through the store to get my shit and it took me 40 minutes to get there and back.
Absolutely, right? I'm not in no fucking rush. You know, when I go and, you know, go to the store, go get my Pepsi, that's like my adventure. You got to think, I've been in the house all day, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm trying to go there and I'm trying to shoot the shit, you know, and I get a lot of people get mad at me, like, in line. You know, I'm over there shooting the shit with the Circle K guy, you know? They just got off work. They're trying to get a tall can and get the fuck home, you know? And I'm like, hey, good morning. It's fucking 6 p.m., you know what I mean? Pants down to my knees. I got a bag of chips, a Pepsi, and a popsicle, you know?
Right.
Just living the fucking dream. But yeah, I sag because I love it.
Hey, that's why they got self-checkouts now at Circle K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? That shit doesn't ever work. I love it, though.
Yeah.
I see how much shit I can stack on top of each other.
Let's see if they.
And then it, like, fumbles the whole system
Yeah.
and, like, gives me some random-ass total. If
Yeah.
I like the total, I pay. If I don't like it, I rearrange it. Then it gives me another total. You know? And, $4.14. Nope, I rearrange it. $1.83. That's the winner. You know what I mean? They don't know what the fuck they're charging you for. I just find the number I like and I throw the bills in that motherfucker.
I found that it doesn't work well with the pretzels because it asks you like what kind of or the donuts or any of that shit. So like any of like the what they consider fresh food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well at all because you really gotta like find it through there.
Gotcha.
And until you figure that out, it's not worth it. Like at the fries, I already know what I gotta do to pay for my 3 donuts that I get a day when I stop there.
Gotcha.
So like I'm a big people watcher.
Yeah.
So I go to like grocery stores for lunch as I'm traveling through the fucking valley doing pools day to day. And just watching their slow asses like try to like I'll go in at the same time as some of these people and I'll get my donuts and I'll do my shit and I'll fuck around with the lottery thing. And then I'll go outside and I'll be sitting there and I'll be eating my lunch. And I'll have already scratched off my lottery tickets, like physically actually played them off, which usually takes a little bit of time because I'm special. eat my lunch, and do whatever. And then these people come out with this tiny little bag, and it's like, what in the same fucking hell were you doing in there?
Me, with
Like-
my pants down to my knees.
No, but see, you would come out with a whole cart full of shit.
Yeah, true.
Whether it's just Pepsi
Yeah.
or licorice or whatever crazy shit you're buying,
Yeah, no, I always
Like,
buy some cool shit.
it just wouldn't be a little baggie of shit. Like, even
Yeah,
tonight,
true.
like, you didn't come out of the fucking QT with just a little bag of shit. Like, you
True,
came out
right.
with a whole fucking pizza
Oh,
and a
yeah.
sandwich and a fucking 2-liter. I mean, like,
And a Sunday.
and a
cookies.
goddamn sundae and
And
some fucking
cookies.
cookies. See, so there's a reason for the time. Like, all this shit takes
I love
time.
shopping, man.
You did some shopping.
Oh my god, I like going to Costco, but that place gets expensive.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think there's a time that I can get out of
No.
Costco for under $300, man.
No.
But the one thing that I have noticed that you don't fuck around at is when you're playing with the fucking lottery machine. You're in, you're out. You don't fucking play the game. You're not just like, do I want one of these or do I want 12
Well,
of them? What
listen.
about this one and what about this one?
That's business, man.
Right, but
Yeah,
you're
we
in
gotta-
there and
yeah,
you get
we
her
gotta-
done, man.
Yeah, that's business. That's not my playtime. You know, that's money. That's serious business to me.
Right, and that's kind of what drives me nuts about a lot of these people. It's like I wanted to gamble, but I don't have the patience to sit here and watch you fucking joke around what I
Oh yeah.
am.
They're
what I
choosing.
take, you
They're
know.
choosing the numbers and then they delete them all.
Right,
And
yeah.
you're sitting there watching them on the screen. They're just like, dude, choose a fucking number.
Yeah, it's like I want to American History X your fucking face right into this machine right now, you fucking bitch.
Oh, I was like, God, great movie. Totally forgot about that until you brought it up. Pretty wild movie.
Yeah, I've been watching Entourage, and they brought that up in one of the episodes, and I was like, I have to watch that soon.
I don't think I've ever watched Entourage.
I ended up watching Fight Club instead.
Oh, that's a good flick.
A lot of the same interacting characters, but yeah, I mean, I still like Fight Club. That's
Love it.
kind of what promoted for tonight's this week's advertisement for tonight's episode. Was
The soap.
Yeah.
That's funny because remember when Martin made me that pink, or he had his neighbor girl make me that pink and blue King soap?
Oh yeah.
I still have them, but that was,
Right. Yeah.
from like the Fight Club, movie art,
Right. Yeah.
the pink and blue King soap,
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, so that brings us to you there. So what made you buy a Cybertruck?
So like I was telling him earlier, I saw it and I was like, I don't know if they'll ever make it. I'll put a deposit in on one, and then,
How much was the deposit?
$100. So I was like, if I get it,
That's an
I
easy
don't.
deposit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, no big deal. And then, as they started coming out more and more, and then I was telling them I rented one, and after I rented one, I was like, because if I'm going to buy a truck, I want to make sure I'm going to want it after I buy it. So, I rented one, and then I wanted it even more after I rented it. So it's one of those things where it's so stupid looking that it's cool. And then once you have one and you realize that it has a lot of utility to it, then it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I see him and I just cringe.
Everybody says that. And then you ride in it, and then you're like, I want one now.
I'm checking it out after this podcast.
Dude, you got 220 outlets in the bed. You can hook a welder up to it.
But for what?
For how long?
Dude, that thing will power your house for 3 days.
I
Not
love.
my
You know what?
fucking house.
So will APS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I actually have Tesla solar panels on the house that I live in right now.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
those power
really?
packs.
Something like that.
So
yeah.
that one's equivalent to like 5 of those Tesla power walls.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it's got a big battery. It's like 125
Yeah, that's a lot of
kilowatt battery.
capacity.
Did you drive a Tesla before that? Like the stupid little cars?
Yeah, I'd never had a Tesla before. I bought my wife a Model X.
Okay.
And I love that thing. Like like this
Before
thing.
you bought the truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so-
like the doors on the Model X.
Yeah.
The gull-wing doors,
Yeah.
like the
It's cool.
DeLorean. You
Yeah.
know, that's fire.
Yeah.
No, they're super nice. Like
I like the little. Have you made it do the little dance
Oh, yeah.
thing? Yeah, that's a trick.
This will
too.
do a show too on that.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah, it's pretty
Really?
cool.
That's funny.
They all got Easter eggs
Yeah.
in them.
Oh yeah, because fucking nerds got to do something with their
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Nerds have to
Yeah.
have Easter eggs in their software.
I love it.
Do it with video games and shit.
Yeah,
We should start. We should
softwares.
start doing it with the podcast. You know,
Have
start
Easter
hanging
eggs.
weird shit and be like, all right,
And if you see this,
yeah,
you know,
if you see this, then we'll tell you where the next one's gonna be, and we'll buy you a drink.
Yeah.
You know?
something.
Yes.
Yeah, you can play video
Something
games
weird.
in that thing too. You use the steering wheel as the cart when you're
Right, I
racing.
heard about that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't mess with it too much, but the kids do. But
You don't play video games in your truck?
no.
It's almost like you're too busy like working.
Yeah. Yeah, like actually doing something out there.
I love it.
right. Well, you're supposed to, anyways.
Like I said, I wish I would have wrapped it though to make it look like a dumpster or a refrigerator just for the hell of it.
Well, it's never too late.
Did you hear about the raccoons that were breaking into them, and they,
Oh,
they
yeah.
assumed it was because they looked like
a
dumpster?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Shut up. That ain't real.
It's
Did
real.
not hear about that.
Yeah,
It's
I
real.
saw a video. They
Oh,
had
my
some raccoons
God.
in the bed of the
That's
truck.
comedy.
It's pretty
I
funny.
like raccoons.
Trash pandas.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So how much weight can that haul? What's it rated at?
So it'll tow 11,000 pounds. I pulled a big trailer with it for our charity stuff.
All right.
And it pulls it, you know, it'll still beat most vehicles pulling a trailer.
Have you seen
Oh,
Whistling
yeah.
Diesel in his Cybertruck?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of
Beat
that
the
thing.
piss out of that thing.
I mean, he still has it too. It's
Yeah, he
crazy.
sent it back for service like 4 times, and they keep fixing it. And the last time they said, listen, it has no more warranty, no more
Yeah.
guarantees. You can drive it, but if you die doing it, we aren't going to fix it, and we're not responsible. This is the last time.
Oh, God.
Well,
I'm surprised
when
they
you
fixed anything.
plaster all your shit all over the internet, of course
Yeah.
they're gonna eventually somebody's gonna see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sure they knew who he was after the
Oh.
first time rolling in with the bumper ripped off.
He may have gotten away with the first one. Pretty fucking
Yeah.
sure it was like the second time they come in, like, wait a fucking minute.
Who are you again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
what's your
hold the
name?
phone. I think we know this guy.
I think we need to do a Google search.
We've seen this guy somewhere before.
Yeah.
And the windows.
We've
are
seen this
smashed in.
trick. We've seen this car.
It's been shot up.
Yeah.
Somebody's doing some. Think there's a shenanigan being pulled here.
I love it.
I would say this was
Absolutely.
used for more than it was intended for.
Yeah, this was definitely for monetary value here. Like, what's going on here, guys?
Oh, I'm sure he got more than the value of the truck paid back to him in YouTube with his millions of subscribers.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that guy.
Oh, I love him, man. He's entertaining.
He's entertaining, but like as a
Person, he's
Person,
a
I-
POS, yeah.
just want to kick him in the fucking teeth.
He has an
Like-
attitude as a person, but he is entertaining.
He just thinks he's God. He thinks he's automotive diesel God, and I'm like, I just want to kick you in your teeth.
He's one of the very few content that I watch. I don't watch a lot of content, you know. As much as I upload videos and stuff online for people to enjoy, I don't watch a lot. Yeah, I just don't. And so
I'm
but
sure they
I-
don't either.
Yeah, and I will say I do enjoy watching Whistling Diesel. He's one of the few people that I can actually sit there and
Yeah.
like continuously watch, and I get stuck, you know, okay,
Right,
watching
yeah.
his shit. So.
What about Cletus McFarland? You watch any of his stuff?
No, never found him entertaining. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's a really nice dude and everything like that. I'm not being a hater. I just, like I said, if it doesn't click with your brain, it just is
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
gonna
if it
hold
doesn't
you
click,
in,
it
you
doesn't
know?
click, yeah.
I understand, you know.
See, I'm stuck on a guy named Sam Pilgrim right now who kind of looks a lot like you, but has an attitude of yours, and like sprays Monster all over the place, and he does all this goofy shit on bikes.
That's
Like-
badass.
It you know, mainly like mountain bikes and shit. He's like a pro mountain biker, sponsored and all this shit, but he's doing all this crazy shit going downstairs and like all shit that I would never do on a bicycle. You would probably, none of us, you'd probably do it because you look psycho like that. So, I mean, like, I swear to God, it's his Doppler twin. The only difference is he has all the teeth. So, you know,
So the YouTuber guy doesn't have the teeth.
he's missing a tooth, you know.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's from, I don't know what it's from. I mean, but I'm assuming it's probably from wrecking because he wrecks on his bikes all the time doing all
Right.
these crazy tricks and stunts and shit. So, but it's just funny. Like, he's like, oh, free bike challenge. You know, he just finds a bike and then he's doing jumps, 360s, backflips and shit. And it's just like, bro, you need to throw that thing up on a rack and like make sure it's going to be together.
Right.
You know, but sometimes the frame just buckles and he wrecks and eats shit and he's like, oh, I totally like broke you know, it's time for some monies, and he's like dancing and spraying Monster energy drinks everywhere. It's fucking. The guy is a
It
fucking.
sounds like a lot going on.
Yeah, and it's good
I love it.
entertainment.
I love it.
Like it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But and then there's that Prodigy TV where that guy's trying to become the HOA. He's having problems with his HOA just like you are.
Oh,
Where he's running for HOA president just
love
because
it.
it's all the bullshit.
that's,
Bought a limo and like did the stickers on the side.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That sounds awesome.
He's kind of like you, just a lot shorter.
I'm pretty fucking short at 5'8".
Yeah, I think this guy's like 4'8".
So we need to get him run for the HOA president over there.
That'd
That's
be
that's what I
hilarious.
told him. I was like, yeah, like you should run for HOA president. Like just
I
so you
feel
wouldn't
like
have
most
these
of the
problems.
husbands in the neighborhood would vote for me. It would be the wives
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be like, eh.
Yeah, and
I
they,
think it would be 50-50 on both sides because I'm sure there's plenty of the wives that are just like, fuck it, just let him do him. He's following the rules, And then I'm sure there's plenty of those guys that are out there, got that tiny dick problem. Like, how come he gets to have all the toys? My dick's just
yeah.
as tiny, So it's
What does
just
he need
like,
19 scooters for?
Oh, I love it.
Right. Well, I mean, think you're really undercounting there, but
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
God.
regardless.
That was a guesstimate.
Yeah, close, but
Yeah.
So what else do you do besides drive a Cybertruck?
So I own a pool and landscape company, and then we do a lot of charity stuff.
What's
in
the
the city.
company called?
It's Advantage Pools and Landscape.
Okay. How
So-
long you been in business?
So I started in 2005 when I was 19.
Okay.
So basically built it from nothing
ground
to,
up.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
So where'd you go to high school?
I went to Peoria High School actually.
Okay.
oh no shit.
So
What year did you graduate?
03.
03.
I graduated 03, Deer Valley.
I graduated
go.
in 96 or 98. I'm sorry.
What school did you go to?
Centennial. I had a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
friends over there.
Yeah.
It was Peoria.
Yeah.
That I did all that FFA BS
That's what
and all that
I was in.
bullshit.
Yep.
Future farmers
Yeah,
of
with,
America.
was that
John
uh,
Mulcahy,
Yeah, Mulcahy
Yep.
and G.
Gene.
Yeah. So all those crazy bastards.
So let me ask you, when you were in that crazy fucking coma with COVID, who was running your company?
So I got lucky. I had my sister, my dad, and then my guy Adam that took care of everything, which I was
They
fortunate.
all work for you?
Yeah.
Well, that's good then.
So if it wasn't for
You would've lost it.
them, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. My one of my main guy Adam, like he treats it like it's his, and it's hard to find guys like that. Like
Yeah.
I tell him all the time, if he wasn't doing it, I probably wouldn't be doing it either. So.
That's cool.
But yeah, I got lucky because going into the hospital, I never thought I'm not gonna be in here very long. I'm gonna go home in a couple days, and then 3 months later, you get out of rehab, almost 4 months later, and the first thing I asked when I woke up from a coma was, do I still have a business and is my wife still here?
No,
Right.
sure.
So
Yeah.
those were the two main questions I had. I think I asked if my wife was here first, but I figured she would have taken that opportunity to be like, hey, we had a good run, but I'm moving on here, so.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you'd see shit like that. Like people leave each other for weirder shit,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it happens
For
a lot.
less-
lesser shit.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, we got
Right.
pretty much family business. So, my sister, my brother-in-law,
There you go.
Ryan, he does all the sales and design stuff for us. So
Sweet.
we're pretty fortunate, Again, we built everything from the ground up. So,
All right.
I mean, I look at it as a blessing just because, had I not had that happen, I probably would have been, doing, kind of not taking care of myself. When I went in with COVID, I was 315 pounds.
Oh, shit.
So I lost 80 pounds while I was in there, and then
There you go.
when I got out, I said I wanted to get healthy and all that, just to be there for my kids. Like I was telling you guys, that was a big thing, was getting home and seeing my kids and getting through that. So just kind of proving everybody wrong too. They told me he's going to need a lung transplant. You're not going to be able to do this, you're not going to be able to do that. I was on 15 different blood thinners and blood pressure medication and all that stuff, and
Jeez.
then I started doing peptides and all that and working out, and I actually just went to the heart doctor the other day, and I haven't had the heart to tell him in the last 3 years that I haven't taken a pill that they've prescribed to me in 3 years. So,
All right. Yeah.
and he's like, hey, everything's perfect, blah blah blah, just keep taking your your medication. I'm like, okay, maybe next year I'll tell him that I haven't taken one in 3 years.
I love it. I love it.
So,
That's cool.
but
So how are your lungs now?
So, almost every day I pretty much do the stair climber for, 20 to 45 minutes a day. And, every once in a while I'll go hike something, crazy if we go out to Crown King or whatever, just to see if I can do it. But had no issues now. So
Same as before? Better than before?
actually, I feel like I'm better than before, to be honest with you.
Oh, because you lost the weight, probably.
Yeah, probably that.
Absolutely.
And, just the fact of, working out and all that kind of stuff. And I was in high school. I worked out a lot and, played football and all that stuff. Probably you did too. But then I got lazy after I got out of high school and started a business, and just wasn't taking care of myself. So
It happens, man. I'm really lazy. I'm 280 pounds, you know what I mean? Used to like working out. I don't really like a lot of exercise, But yeah, no,
it's tough, man. It's tough.
It's tough to actually get up there and just like, hey, I'm gonna do it, and it's a lot easier to grab the remote control in Pepsi, right? You know, I mean, if exercise was fucking easy, right, there'd be no obesity in the fucking world, right? But good for you, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think the big thing too for me getting back healthy and all that is I did 75 hard. And I don't know if you've heard of that. Andy Frisella has like a workout program, basically. It's not just working out. It's more of like mental, reading a book, doing this, doing that, doing different things every day.
Okay.
And I think the mental part of it was better for me than the working out.
Sweet.
Just because it kept you focused and all that kind of stuff. So we made a lot of changes after and, expanded and, rebuilt our office and all that kind of stuff. So
I've done all the other like workout programs before, like the P90X and the Insanity program. I've done them all multiple times. I've gone up, I've gone down with fucking weight.
Yeah.
But this last time I've lost 80 pounds, and it's
That's
like
crazy.
I went all the way down to 220, and it's like I didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Like I just went to work and just made different decisions, like as far as eating, like eating at a grocery store for lunch rather than a fast food joint.
It's a big difference.
Either whether I'm eating 3 donuts, in a jar full of cherry, in a jar full of strawberries or cherries or a fresh fruit of some sort. I mean, like, crazy enough for me to tell you that the donuts at a grocery store are actually healthier for you than the donuts at, say, this gas station that we're currently streaming from.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, those are full of, like, the donuts that are in there right fucking now. Those were baked like 7 to 11 days ago.
Yeah.
Before they even came here. So they're full of preservatives.
You got to preserve all that stuff.
And then at any of the other gas stations that are handled by the donut peddler, they're very close to the same, but they do something different to make their shit taste fresher.
Sure.
So, and then just like your wife was saying that the last few times that I brought cakes to your place for whatever reason, it's just because I go to Bash's. And like I was explaining to her, Bash's is the only grocery store that their bakery is actually still really a fucking bakery. Where they actually bake the cakes and ice the cakes themselves rather than ordering them by the fucking pallet and then just keeping them in the freezer in the back and just pulling them out as they need.
No, that cake was good. I ate the shit out of that coconut cake, the last one you brought over.
And then even that chocolate cake that I brought last time, I'm not a huge fan of chocolate cake, but that was bomb as fuck. I had 2 pieces of that shit too.
Bash's got some good desserts.
So it's like their donuts are good, their cakes are good. So like,
shout out to Johnny Basha, man. Hell yeah.
The Bashes in Flagstaff and Camp Verde have the best meat too. Their meat selection is amazing.
I bet they have good deals, but
they do.
I don't know why we're fucking shouting out Bashes, but
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I've learned to eat fresher.
Eddie Basha? Was it that?
It was Eddie Basha.
Eddie Basha.
I think they sold to Safeway now, didn't
Eddie.
What's that?
I think they sold to Safeway
There's
now.
got to be a Johnny
Nope.
down the line somewhere.
That was
his cousins.
Albertsons and Safeway that merged together.
Yeah, that's true.
And
they took over Abco and Alpha Beta.
I'm shouting them out because they got quality desserts.
They got
great
quality,
meat.
Quality, fresh things.
Man,
but
you said Abco. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. That was from my teenage years.
Abco. There used to be one at 43rd Union Hills.
7th Street and Thunderbird.
91st and Greenway.
So we also had an AJ Fine Foods there. Now it's a Goodwill.
Oh shit.
Yeah, those things.
But then there's that other Abco that's off of fucking Grand Avenue.
Yeah,
that's what everybody.
Man, the owner Anthony, dude, that place.
Your new best friend.
Oh, dude, he's awesome.
Oh God, I love it.
Was there the other day.
Crazy.
Shout out to the Great Alaskan Bush Company and the owner, Anthony, man. His remodel is way better than it was 23 years ago.
What did he
Did
he remodel the girls, because that was in dire need?
Fridays, Saturday nights, dude, the girls there are amazing.
I don't know though. Blacklight's really do a number on, you know.
They
make anybody look good.
You got to see the place. It's lit up more than it ever was back when the previous owner did it.
I would go check it out, but I'm not allowed, so I'm just gonna have to take your word for it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get kicked out.
Absolutely not.
I'll have to talk to the boss and see if he'll, if I unload the truck, if he'll let me drive the truck down there for some free advertisement.
Why not?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's why he lets us drive the trucks around. He's like, it's free advertisement.
I love it.
I said, but yeah, when you call me on a Saturday when I'm laying in bed because people say I'm driving recklessly on the freeway, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe you should call your other guys, dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
Hey, we just saw your truck at the strip club on Grand Avenue.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to want that call.
I used to, the guy that I work for now, I used to be his repair technician when he still was doing home warranty repairs.
Yeah.
And had one of them big ass transit vans.
Oh, yeah.
I'd park it at the Castle Boutique.
Oh, great.
Right there. And just down the street from where I live now.
Yeah.
I'd park it there all the time just to
Oh,
fucking
my
leave
gosh.
it there. I'd go to the Italian place that's across the street,
Oh, I
hang
love
out there and eat, just wait for people to call and, wait for
Oh,
him
yeah.
to call me and be like, dude, why the fuck is the van at the porn shop?
Times
But yeah,
Square.
never.
Yeah.
Yeah, Times Square, great food,
Yeah.
great people.
It is actually.
Their spaghetti sauce fucking. I don't know. They really need to talk to an Italian person because it is just not right, man. It's just not right. Everything else is good, but
Is that the
basic
place off of
spaghetti.
Deer Valley right there?
Yeah, right there on Deer Valley.
Across from Waffle, right?
Yeah.
Directly across from Waffle House, yeah.
Yeah, from the Waffle House that just recently reopened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a dog trainer.
I love it.
Going, what kind of new law enforcement trucks do we got going on here?
I saw that pull in when I was like, what the heck?
We've had a couple of episodes where we've been kind of surrounded by cops going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
All
had
right,
one when we
well,
had
all
4
right.
cops in the parking lot and that giant wrecker pull in.
We're all kind of like looking around. We're like, well, I just keep it going. And
Oh, yeah, they're confused.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
so-
tow the bus.
yeah, I'm waiting for like some cops to knock on one of the windows one of these days. Man,
Oh,
what the
I
fuck
hope
are you
so.
guys doing in
They're
here?
coming in. Yeah, jump on board, man.
Come on in, man. You got to be interviewed
Hell
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sit
come on
down.
in,
There's
sit
a
down.
fucking microphone.
If we
Yeah.
open the door, you're coming on and answering questions.
Absolutely.
I hope it's like hotter than Hobbs of Hell at least. Be like, come on in. I mean, let's talk in here.
Yeah.
The AC's on,
Yeah, don't let our air out.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
rather than making it a problem. So, where are we at with time there, Matt?
We're an hour in.
Oh,
shit. Good lord. So,
That shit went by quick as fuck.
Yeah.
do we want to do some news?
Mini bike news.
Hell yeah. So, what do we got for rides?
We got the Thursday night Second Amendment open
Oh
carry
yeah, the
ride.
Second Amendment ride.
Wait,
Bring your
so
guns.
It's
and
tomorrow night? You're doing it on Thursday night?
Thursday night,
Okay.
tomorrow night, we got that ride. Yeah,
Okay.
open carrying, 9 p.m. We're meeting at 43rd Avenue and Cactus, Circle K.
Okay.
And then this week's Friday night ride, Doug is hosting it for me. I'm taking a break this week and next week.
Okay.
I will be there this week, but Doug's hosting. We're going to be at 99th and Camelback at 11:15 p.m. is the meet time. 99th Avenue and Camelback, the quick trip.
Okay.
And that's all I know about for rides this week.
from one of the mini bike groups. Well, basically all the mini bike groups. There's the ride on July 12th with the meetup at 8435 West Paradise Lane in Peoria in the south parking lot is what it looks like it says there. There's that ride that's coming up. And then I saw this ride and I don't know who the hell this is. But it says Hell Sent on it. I don't know if you guys know these people. But they have a ride coming up on July 11th. It's on the east side. No burnouts, no revving, no hooning.
Oh, that doesn't sound like anything I'd be interested in at all.
Right. So I'm a little confused of who the hell these people are.
I heard no, and I'm out.
That's not freedom. Yeah, I heard a lot of no's. We don't do that no shit.
Yeah, what the fuck you talking about? No.
Yeah, the fuck can't do burnouts at a meet.
So
Get the fuck out of here.
So if you hear about a 7-Eleven ride, just be understood that you're not allowed to do burnouts or.
So what you're saying is we
Rev.
need to show up with our group and just treat it like a trash can.
So you're not allowed to be yourself at this ride.
Apparently, I guess.
That's
I
the
don't
gayest shit
know.
ever.
It's on the 11th.
I don't believe in discrimination, so I'm not
yeah,
going to that
so
ride.
if
That's
they're
what I tell
talking
her.
about, it's supposed to be the biggest meetup at a 7-Eleven ever. So,
Bless their
so
hearts.
they're automatically already not inviting you, hillbilly. You know, it's just at the wrong place.
Fuck
So-
7-Eleven.
Yep.
Right. Exactly.
Fucking assholes.
They're out.
They're done.
Right?
They didn't want to play with King. They're out.
They
So-
could have made money.
So keep in mind, everybody, if you're on a mini bike or on a big bike or any kind of bike and you want people to come ride, hang out, do hooligan shit, have fun, hit me up. I'll shout
'em
you
up.
out here on the podcast, and
And if you're
hopefully people
hosting
come ride.
rides, keep in mind that if you get asked to leave the spot because someone does a burnout or a wheelie or is loud with rev bombs, there's another fucking spot somewhere else you can go to.
There's 4 gas stations on every corner, and if they don't appreciate it, that's fine. That wasn't the spot to be.
No, you can always go somewhere else. I
Take
just
a-
don't believe in telling people they can't do anything.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just the most insane shit ever.
Nope, do whatever you want. Yep.
Right?
I don't know what's going to go on Sunday Fun Day. I'll keep everybody updated. As far as me, I'm probably not going to be there because it still is too hot at nighttime. This will be going on for the next couple of months.
Unless
But-
it's raining like it is right now.
Yeah, unless it's pouring rain, I'll
Yeah.
probably go out.
Oh, if it's raining, I'm down for a rain ride.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm always down for
Right.
a rain ride for sure.
You guys are crazy. So, unfortunately, Mental Health Month is over, but we're still here for you guys. So if you
Yep.
have any problems, give us a call, hit us up. And you got 24-hour help, we'll help you. You'll talk us, hit us up on Facebook, whatever. So, like I
Absolutely.
said, I've been seeing a therapist for 20 years because when you fall out of a truck and have to learn how to read, write, and speak all over again, you kind of you go through some tough times. So, talking to a therapist has helped me through a lot of shit.
I love it.
But,
If you need to talk to somebody, I'm always here for you.
right?
Matt JPR as well, so hit us up
Yeah.
if you need.
So, I know therapy's not cheap, so hit us up. We'll talk to you. We'll help you. We'll walk you off that.
Don't
cliff.
turn a temporary situation into a permanent problem.
Absolutely.
Exactly. There you go.
Absolutely.
So, other than that, I think that's pretty much all we got to do, and we're good there. So,
David Bell, you want to add anything?
No, just appreciate you guys coming out. One thing we do have coming up, we have a backpack drive for kids that don't have any school supplies.
Okay.
okay.
So we got that going on at the Peoria Sports Complex on, I think it's July 26th or 27th.
Okay.
okay.
So it's all free. We got haircuts, vision tests, all that stuff. We do it every year, and then we do a Christmas event in December.
Okay.
Last year we had almost 4,000 kids come through and get Christmas presents.
Way cool.
If people want to donate for the backpack thing, where can they donate?
Yeah,
at?
for sure. So they can. We have a flyer, and I'll get that over to you guys so we can share
Okay.
that too, where they can donate with a QR code. We're partnered with the Peoria Firefighters Charities
Okay.
and a bunch of other businesses, so we do a lot of stuff with those guys. And the Christmas event we started back this year will be, I think, our 8th year.
Okay.
Cool.
So we've done it every year, and it's just free stuff for kids, and then we have the teachers too for the backpack. So any teachers that need stuff for the classroom, I know with my wife being a teacher, they don't get a ton of help,
No.
and they don't do it for the money because you don't make that much. So
If they're doing it for the money, they're,
Yeah, it's the
they're
wrong
fucked,
reason,
Yeah,
yeah.
then
absolutely.
they didn't get an education.
exactly. So we're trying to help them as much as possible. So,
Gotcha.
but again, all
Yeah.
free. So if any
cool.
teachers are listening, or kids that might need help, I know. A couple things that have stood out to me over the years is that we had a few kids come through like last year, and they were so excited after they got backpacks, and their parents told us like, hey, the kids didn't want to go to school, and now that they got new backpacks, they're excited about going back to school because they thought they were going to have to use their same backpacks they've been using for like 4 years. So
Yeah.
little things like that make a huge
No,
difference.
new backpacks are
Yeah.
killer,
Yeah.
you know? Oh, they're
Right, yeah.
so killer.
So
I remember as a kid, getting that new backpack. So
yeah,
That new
that's
JanSport with
really,
the fire.
yeah, that's really awesome that you guys are
Yeah.
doing that, man. That really makes a difference. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
You
Thanks
want-
for doing that, man.
Yeah,
That's
no.
badass.
yeah. If
And-
you want to come check it out or check out the Christmas event we do, we had 7,000 people there last year. So
You
I'll
know, I
probably
might
check out
want
the
to
Christmas event. It'll be
Yeah.
decent weather
might want
outside. I'll
to
probably go
host
there.
a ride for a Christmas event and a benefit or something with
That'd
you.
be fire.
For
that'd
sure.
be freaking awesome, man.
That'd
Yeah.
be
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's kind of my, my passion. When they told me I was in the hospital, they're like, "Hey, you're only here because God wanted you here. There's a reason." And I think the charity side, like business, is great, and making money is cool, but getting kids Christmas presents that wouldn't have Christmas presents. I mean, we get letters to Santa, so we have the kids write letters, and every year I bring them back and read them. And if you read some of the letters that we got, man,
I bet.
like, oh, I just want a home cooked, or not a home cooked meal. I just want to be able to have dinner every night.
Right,
Oh, I just
yeah.
want mommy and daddy to stop fighting instead of,
Right.
I don't want any toys. I just want mommy and daddy to stop fighting every night. Like stuff like that, man.
Yeah, that's some
Freaking-
crazy
yeah.
shit.
So I think we take for granted a lot of things, and
Absolutely.
it kind of puts all that into perspective.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't know. My childhood's a hell of a lot different than today's childhood.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is right there in their face.
Yeah.
When everything I had to find when I was a kid. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
grew up in the fucking 80s, so
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, I grew up outside in the dirt
Yeah,
and
it was
mud.
cartoons, the sandbox,
Yeah.
and
Don't come home until the,
Roadrunner.
the
Yeah.
stoplight,
Yeah.
the street lights come
Yeah.
on. Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I gotta come yelling for you, your ass is
Yeah,
in trouble.
be gone, but don't make me come yell for you when it's
Yeah,
time to be home.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we knew when the street lights came on, it was time to go
Yeah,
home.
it's like,
That's
oh,
it.
shit, get home
Yeah.
and, get ready to have
It's
some
sad
cookies
kids
and go to
can't do
bed.
that these days, man, because
You
the
were playing-
amount of sick people have
oh yeah, dude.
just ballooned.
When we were younger, you were playing ditch 'em in the neighborhood instead
Yeah.
of playing video games. But you
Yeah.
weren't worried about some guy picking you up and taking you to his dungeon at home.
Yeah, you
either.
weren't like trying to hide behind a bush and then find a guy that was
Yeah.
in that bush already. But
Yeah, exactly.
fuck, I didn't know you were here. I wish you had
Well,
some clothes on.
Look at all
Yeah.
the homeless that live in the parks and the washes and the,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
God's sakes, the we call it the hobo highway, the one that
Oh,
we ride the bikes on
You're
all the time.
dodging,
you know
you're
what I mean?
dodging bodies when you're riding down these fucking pathways, and you're
Yeah.
just like, dude,
Yeah.
Scary.
Jesus, there's the amount of homeless now is just
Yeah.
skyrocketed here in the valley, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very, very crazy.
But also has the price of living. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's just part of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little scary with house prices and all that stuff.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
imagine, you work outside all day and at least you can go home and cool off. These people are freaking out there 24/7. I don't know how they do it.
Right, but
God.
it also makes me think like, how the hell did they end up there?
Yeah.
Because that shit just doesn't
Yeah.
happen. I mean,
Here's the thing. I said it before, and I'll say it again. San Diego is 5 hours away.
Yeah.
Some of the most beautiful weather
And they'll let you
in
stay
the
everywhere.
nation, right?
Yeah.
And they pay them.
Why the fuck are you here hanging
Yeah.
out under a bridge at 120
Yeah.
when you could either walk your fucking... I mean, it's
Yeah.
going to take a couple days, but you can fucking walk to San Diego.
Yeah.
So I've never understood that,
Yeah.
and a lot of that has to do with the drugs keeping them here. You
Yeah.
know?
it's 100.
They're on the streets and they're doing the drug. I
Yeah.
feel for them, I really
That's true,
do.
yeah.
But at the same time, listen, it's hot as fuck. But 5 hours away is the ocean, so
Yeah.
you don't have a house. Walk your ass to the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they pay them to live in California. They get all the benefits and shit. Seriously.
Yeah, no.
If
Go
it
down
only
there.
costs
Wow.
$113 to get a bus ticket to get from Florida to Oregon, I'm sure it's less than
Yeah.
$100 to get from here to
They
San
have,
Diego.
like,
Oh,
a
you take a Greyhound for,
$49
like, yeah, $50, I think.
$49 one way if
Right.
you give them like 6 day or more advance.
Fucking
So
A, you
there
can-
you go. So you got that going on, and then if you're really that hard up on the drugs, let me tell you, when I moved to San Diego, I wasn't there more than 24 hours.
Those drugs
I
are
wasn't even at my fucking job more than an hour before I asked somebody, where can I get some weed? And it
Right.
wasn't even legal then. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't that was 15 years ago, man.
Well, drugs are everywhere, and everybody's partying in San Diego. now,
Yeah, so it wasn't that bad, and
Yeah.
and then you can actually go through up and down the alleys and pick up recyclables, go turn them in, and get drugs or food
Yeah.
or drinks. So,
But
It
I would
ain't
do
that
that.
bad.
Like I said, if I was
Yeah.
homeless, I wouldn't be homeless in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
No.
That
No.
seems like the last place I would be homeless. You know
Maybe
what I mean?
during the
Like-
winter.
it's like
Oh yeah, during the winter, homeless here all day. You ain't gonna
Yeah.
freeze to death. It's beautiful outside,
Yeah.
right? Fucking paradise in the wintertime. But summer, guess what? You're now a homeless snowbird. Walk your ass to the ocean.
It's like your Hawaiian homie we had on, you know. He wanted to be broke. He wanted to be broke in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I'm about ready to do the same with him, you know.
Yeah,
fuck
go.
it.
Fuck.
Move to Hawaii. Be
Go.
broke there.
That's not
Life's
a bad
too
place
short.
to be broke.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Go.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
can't
love
beat that.
it. But, all right. Everybody, thanks for watching. David
Hell yeah.
Bell, I really
Yeah.
appreciate you taking time out to hang out with us,
I
man.
appreciate you, man.
Hell
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
this was super fun, and thanks for being a
Yeah.
fan, man. I appreciate you being part of the party, bro.
yeah, for sure.
Very cool.
Everybody stick around. Listen, we got a new outro song. Let us know what you think about it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Later.
See you
I'm
guys
JD.
next
Out.
week. Love you.
Riding dirty and we ain't stopping. Every mile is a memory, the tires stay popping. Welcome to the channel, the King Short Bus. Get on board, don't get left in the dust. I'm your host, the one they call King Hillbilly, the hairiest host that you'll ever see. Got my buddy JP riding right beside me, riding wheelies, popping jokes full of energy. Put your helmet on, cause we're gonna keep riding on. Get on board, don't get left in the dust. Welcome to the channel, the King Short Bus. Matt is in the back, if he can find his keys, he'll keep our wheels rolling cause he loves to grease. He is the brains of our operation, the hardest working man in the whole damn nation. So don't forget to hit that and if you don't, I won't love you, but I'll still love you, cousin. And don't forget to comment down below, cause that's what helps this channel grow. Put your helmet on, cause we're gonna keep riding on. Get on board, don't get left in the dust. Welcome to the channel, the King Short Bus. Put your helmet on, cause we're gonna keep riding on. Get on board, don't get left in the dust. Welcome to the channel, the King Short Bus.